there guys, welcome back to another awesome video. And today's movie review is going to be of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for its 60th anniversary. I feel like we already know this tale, you've heard the song before. I think the song is self-explanatory, this movie's kind of self-explanatory. So I'm not too keen on who exactly directed this movie, but I know the creator was Robert L. May. Of course, this was brought to us by Rankin and Bass. And with this being the 60th anniversary, of course, this came out in 1964. And when you see this, when you see classics like this, and when you see stop motion animation like this, it just brings that whole Christmas feel, and it gives that nostalgia of Christmas, vintage Christmas that we all kind of like picture when we think of what Christmas is. And this kind of is one of those for sure. And this just makes me miss that aesthetic and that type of animation because it is not as much as used as it once was many years ago. This special definitely deserves a lot of credit for several reasons. What's really interesting about this is with this special and the end of the song ending with the lyric, "You'll go down in history." There was something, if you notice in the beginning of the movie or of this special, they have like these newspaper clippings and articles showing up, and I think either in 1964 or in the early 60s or even before that, there was like a whole freeze or cold front or something, but I will have a link in the description of the actual facts of what happened. But the point is that maybe this thing kind of had an actual historical impact during the 60s, not only for its animation and stop motion, but some of the characters it kind of comes up with. I mean, we have an elf dressed in blue with blonde hair. He's the only one that actually has hair if you really pay attention, named Hermes, who wants to be a dentist of all things. And it's funny because everyone acts like they don't know what a dentist is, or maybe some don't. It's kind of the implication of how you can kind of interpret or how you can put in context of what that means.
Come here, open your mouth.
I don't know why, but growing up, Hermes was my favorite. I don't know what it was about him. Maybe it was "I'm Such a Misfit" song, or I don't know what it was, but he just was my favorite growing up for a while. And of course, you have our main character, Rudolph, who is actually voiced by a woman named Billy Mae Richards. And I think this is very interesting, and I feel like she definitely belongs in that category of female voice actors that have played male parts. So I feel like she walks so people like Nancy Cartwright and Tara Strong could run. Or, in this case, she flies so others can soar. The songs have such great catchy tunes. We have such other memorable characters like Sam the Snowman, voiced by Burl Ives, I think his name is. All I know is that he was kind of like a very old singer, kind of like a Sinatra type or a Dean Martin type, sort of around that era type of guy. I like to kind of put him in that category, but shout out to him. And you have like the Island of Misfit Toys, and with how silly play with that when you have a bird that likes to swim, a choo-choo with square wheels. It's a little silly. I mean, this is definitely aimed for a different demographic and for a younger demographic, but I think also can appeal to us when we're a bit older for sure. Also, gotta love the fact that the Island of Misfit Toys is run by a griffin named King Moonrazer. That's just kind of fucking cool in its own right. Going back to stuff we notice when we're adults and more older is how, in a sense, how prejudiced this movie is a little bit. I know that's the point, having outsiders feeling like outcasts and feel like underdogs, and we love the outcasts, we love the weirdos, we love these types of characters, but this feels really prejudiced, and I think that kind of works in its favor. But I think when if you were to try and remake this in 2024, this would kind of get canceled, I feel, if I'm being honest. Even, I think, because I feel like in today's society, they would try and cancel something like this, but hey, thank God it hasn't. I just think it's kind of funny how so insulting everyone is. They bully the fuck out of him.
You should be ashamed of yourself. What a pity. He had a nice takeoff, too.
Yes, it is sympathetic, but something humorous about it. So despite its propaganda and its prejudice and whatever else it was trying to implicate, I am going to give Rudy over here, I'm going to give Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, let's just give it a solid B+. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know in the comment section, do you guys have fond memories of this? Because I feel like this is definitely something that has stuck with us as kids and has definitely stuck with us for many years. And also something I do want to add as well is years ago, I don't know if it's like they did a remaster or they did a different edition. It's like a TV version and then there's a different version of this, but the Couple of Misfits song wasn't in the original version. I think it's like an edit version or a TV version of it, because there's a VHS, or I don't know if it's in the VHS or if it's in like the earlier version. There's one where instead of singing about fame and fortune,
Fame and fortune, fame and fortune, we're off to seek them now.
And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please smash that button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to awesome videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell to new videos every day, if not every week. Share the video with family, friends, all the good stuff, and more leave suggestions down in the comments. You name it, I'll look into it as best as possible. Look out for more things to come. Thank you, Brandon, for this special request. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.